Hey everybody, what's going on? Joe Barletta here with a video for you today. We cover in this training a call that I recently had with a student of ours who was having some trouble getting the consistency in deals in her business. And she's currently has very limited time, not a lot of resources. She's only implementing one marketing campaign. So in this call, we break down exactly what she's doing, where she wants to go, and how she needs to get there. So I give her 3 tips, 3 marketing campaigns that she can implement right now with very little limited time and money to get to reach her consistency deal volume goals, which is 1 to 2 deals a month, and exactly what she needs to do to get there. So I hope you enjoy this training. It's a great call. I think you'll get a lot of value out of it. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, and for more free online training, visit 3secretswebclass.joebarletta.com. Hope you enjoy it. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing right now. I know you had mentioned that you got an answering service up, and were you doing some direct mail? Is that how you're being lead generation right now?
Yes, yes, that's how I do yellow letters.
Okay. Now, how many leads would you say you're getting on a weekly basis right now?
From those, I'd say I get anywhere from maybe 20 or so. Decent
20.
phone calls that come in with all the information so that I can actually contact them back.
Okay, so you got 20 leads coming in a week.
Yes, from the Pat Life recruiting. Yes.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Now, how many offers are you making? So you're getting 80 leads a month right now?
Yeah, give or take. Give or take. Some weeks are lighter than others.
Okay.
But yeah.
And how many offers are you making on a weekly basis or a monthly basis? Let's do weekly. Out of those 20 offers that come in, 20 leads that come in, how many offers are you making?
Um, Out of those 20, I'd say a good week, maybe 5 or so.
Okay. So you're really almost close to that 10 offers made a week right now. What are you doing with those other leads that aren't being that you're not making offers on?
So depending on the circumstance, if they're just complete, it's just really not an actual deal, it's just a tire kicker or
Yep.
something like that.
Right.
Those folks, I file away like a whatever. I'll follow up with them in 6 months or something like that.
Okay.
The other folks, I usually will flag them to follow up depending on it, maybe in like a month or a few weeks, if it's depending on what the scenario is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what I find is I like to, reverse engineer the whole process. In order to get to that deal volume that you want to do, you're going to need to target about 30 leads per deal. And right now, I think with the amount of leads that you're generating, you should have a deal in there. We've got about 300 pieces going out. We're getting about 20 leads a week, which is a good response rate. That's excellent. We just got to bump that up. And I also think that you need to increase the amount of offers that you're making. So for every 30, if we're going to use a baseline of, say, 30 leads, you should be making about 15 to 20 offers on those, even on the ones that are retail, and adding them into the pipeline in your Google Sheets there and following up on a continuous basis until they tell you either to stop calling, stop contacting, or the deal has sold. The money is really in that pipeline. So the more leads that you have in there, the more offers that you have made, and the better your follow-up is, the more consistency and more deals that are going to come out of it. So I would say that definitely we need to add in some additional marketing strategies that are a fit for your time and resources that you have available. And I have one that I think would be a perfect fit based on what you're doing right now, to increase the amount of leads that are coming in to help you get to that deal volume goal. So one of the things that I could recommend doing right now with compounding the results of the direct mail, so you already have those lists, right?
Yes.
And are you familiar with Ringless voicemail?
Ringless voicemail.
You may have.
I don't know.
You may have
I
even.
don't know.
You may have experienced it. Have you noticed? Have you ever gotten a message on your cell phone and you never even heard your phone ring?
No, I have not actually.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm
this is
very
going to
bad
be.
at checking voicemail, so my voicemail is completely full all the time.
Okay. All right.
So I may have.
So this is a cool thing that is allowing us to double the response rates. Basically, if we're getting, average direct mail response is about 3%, depending on the list that you use and the urgency that's involved in the list. You're getting a great response rate. So if you want to increase that through another means, Ringless voicemail allows you to take that list, right? So you have your list of your absentee owners, let's say. And as long as you have a name and an address, right? What you can do is you can go on this site called Melissa Data, Melissa like the woman's name, melissadata.com.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have an account there.
Okay, great. Cool. So even better. Now, what you can do is have that list appended for cell phone numbers. And what they will do is they will take that list and put it into their database. And typically they're able to get about 60% of the prospects on that list cell phone numbers. And what they're able to do, up to 10,000 prospects, so up to 10,000 names and addresses that you have, is only $200. And so you could take up to 10,000 people that you have on a list. So I would recommend, if you've only got a couple thousand people, I would, kind of wait till you have a bigger list and then upload it all at once and have it scrubbed, and it will spit you out another list with cell phone numbers for the occupants of those addresses. The next thing that you're going to do is create another account with a broadcasting service. The one that I use right now is called Sly Broadcast. Sly, like Sylvester Stallone, Sly, S-L-Y, Sly Broadcast. And there's another one called Scipio.com. And what you could then do is upload that list of cell phone numbers, and you can buy voicemail drops. So it will mass drop voice messages that you can record, and it will go directly into your prospect's cell phone voicemail. And you can buy literally like 1,000 mail drops for like $60. So it's literally like 5 to 6 cents to have a voicemail dropped into their cell phone voicemail. What you can do is record a voice message that gets played when these people check their voice messages. It says something along the lines of, "Hey, this is Siobhan. I know this is completely random, but I came across your contact information, and I'm looking for a property right in your neighborhood right now. I'm looking to purchase a single-family home in Stratford in the next 30 days. By chance, if you are interested in selling, or you know anyone who's interested in selling, please give me a call. I would love to talk with you. I'm at 203 blah, 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 blah." It's another way of contacting prospects on your list, following up. You can also send text messages. It's basically seller lead compounding. You have that list. You can hit it up in a variety of different ways. Your follow-up is key. So once you make an offer with a seller, it's not always about just making that initial offer and them telling you that's too low. That just starts the conversation. We very rarely ever will get an offer accepted out of the gate. Usually the offers get accepted around like the 120-day mark most of the time. So it's essential that you have that pipeline, that backlog of leads and offers that you're following up with. Because most of the time the sellers just aren't ready yet. And they're not in a position, they think the offer's too low, they think they're going to do better. So what we're doing in the meantime, Siobhan, is not hounding them, but when we go out and we meet with them, we're looking for other ways that we can provide value. And if that may be a matter of, helping them out with moving, or a relocation specialist, or if they need a contractor to do something. We had, just an example, we had a seller that had her house broken into, and she was in the hospital. And we literally, I was following up with this woman for 3 years and just touching base with her regularly. And I happened to reach out to her at one time, and she was in the hospital, and she told me that the house got broken into. She didn't have anybody to go and secure it. So I gave her the number to our contractors. They went out there, they secured the property for her, all while she was in the hospital, and it was taken care of. That's a way to provide value to somebody that it becomes less about the dollar amount and more about wanting to do business with you because you're a good person, you're going to follow through. They just have a good feeling about working with Siobhan because she's a good person and you've got a relationship there, and it's not just about the dollar amount. They feel that you're truly going to help them. That's how you get more deals. It's not just, you have to find other ways other than just giving an offer, telling them that it's cash and we can close in 30 days. That doesn't always do it. That truly may be a truly highly motivated seller may all they need is cash. But chances are, if they're selling at a deep enough discount, there's going to be a lot of other buyers ready to jump on that as well. So you need to stand out in some way, shape, or form. And whether that's, providing additional value, helping them out on some other level, whatever it is, if you can give them a contact, you can pay their closing costs, an attorney, an accountant, if they need garbage removal done, anything, find a way to provide additional value to them. That goes a long way. And building that rapport. So like if they're not ready to sell right now and you're just calling to touch base with them, don't make it about the house. Just call and try and develop a friendship. So like you're just calling to touch base. They, I know you have a couple daughters, like maybe this other person has some daughters, maybe they're involved in the same things. Talking about anything doesn't necessarily have to be about the house, where you find that common ground. That goes a long way. So in addition to the Ringless voicemail, which I think would be a great way to add some additional leads for your business, are you doing any other types of marketing aside from the yellow letters right now?
No.
Are there any other ones that you are thinking about doing?
No, not really. I haven't thought about any other ones to do.
In your database right now, how many offers have you made and are you following up with?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. So that is something that, like, those leads that are in there that you're following up with, that's where you've got to, if you're getting 20 leads a week coming in and you're making consistently 5 offers a week, you're going to hit that number. It's just a matter of, if you want to get there faster or not. So if you want to get there faster, adding in some additional forms of marketing, Ringless voicemail would be probably the number one thing that I would recommend right now. I would add, seeing how you have limited time, Craigslist a couple times a week is good for a deal here and there. It's not like the end-all be-all, but the way that I utilize Craigslist, I do it a little bit differently than most people. It's a good source for investors for the most part, because the way that I use Craigslist is I target landlord buyers and landlords who are selling or trying to rent out their property by owner. Okay. So have you done any type of Craigslist marketing?
No, I have not.
Okay. So what I do, and this is another one that you can add in, Craigslist, and you go into for rent by owner. Now, these are going to be people who are not using real estate agents to rent out their houses. They're doing it themselves. And a couple times a week, I'll go in or have an intern go in there, and we send them a simple email, very short to the point. Hi, my name is Joe. I saw your ad on Craigslist. By chance, would you be interested in selling this property? Or, if not, are you actively buying in the area still? So what does that do?
So either they're looking to sell it, or if not, you may be able to add them as a potential buyer.
Bingo. Bingo. 2 birds with 1 stone. And having a big landlord buyers list is huge. It makes it a lot easier to wholesale deals when you've got cash flow and rentals, because landlords are going to, so they can afford to pay a little bit more. They're only getting the property in rental grade condition. They're not going high end on fixtures. So they can afford to pay a little bit more, and we can make a good amount more wholesaling to landlord buyers than we do to conventional rehabbers or contractors. So we're essentially killing 2 birds with 1 stone by focusing our efforts to landlord buyers and landlord sellers on Craigslist. So that will build out a nice buyers list for you, and as well as generate the occasional lead as well. Another avenue to target on Craigslist is estate sales. So what you can do is search estate sales, and then you're looking for the ones that
so either they're looking to sell it
are
or
not
not
like the auction house
add in as a
estate
potential
sales.
buyer.
Bingo. Looking for the ones that's like 2 birds with 1
family,
and having a big landlord buyers list
clearing
is huge.
out
It makes it a
grandma's
lot
house.
easier to wholesale deals when
And
you've
again,
got
you can reach out and say,
cash
"Hi,
flow
my
and
name's
rentals,
Siobhan.
because landlords are
Came
going to be
across,
buying
your ad on Craigslist
at a higher
My
price
husband and
point.
I are
They're
looking
not
for a house
turning
in the
around
area,
to sell
and
it
we're
to
wondering
rehab
by
it. They're
chance
buying for
if the
long-term
house
cash
is
flow
going
and
to be
tax
sold
purpose
as part of the
strategies, right?
estate."
Another thing that you can be doing to increasing some additional leads. Do you have any type of leave behind door hangers or sticky yellow pad notes that if you're out and you see a house that's has severe deferred maintenance, that you can leave behind just as like a door hanger or something along that lines?
No, I have business cards. I have my big business cards that have the kind of advertising on it.
Okay, so what I want you to do is, you remember the Facebook group?
Yes.
Go into the files section. There's an example of the door hanger that I use. And take a look at that. And have some, you don't have to, I mean, you could use it pretty much the same thing, but I mean, you can go on to 3000doorhangers.com and have like a ton, literally 3,000 door hangers printed up for like $150, $170, something like that. And what you could do is you can give them to other people, family, friends, your network, have them write their initials at the bottom of it. And if they see any particular properties that are a good fit for you, and that seller calls you, you ask them, you got one of our door hangers. Is there some initials at the bottom of it? Did someone write their initials on the bottom of it? One of our team members? This way you can pay them a referral fee. So you can create like a little ant farm of lead generators.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah, it does.
So you think you'd be able to increase the amount of leads to get you up to that 10 offers a week right there with those additional strategies that I helped you out with?
Yeah, I feel like I should be able to, yeah.
I think so, right?
Yeah, fairly.
All right, excellent. So we're just about at the half-hour mark. I do have to jump on another call.